What's up guys, welcome back to another interesting video. In this video, let's unbox and I will give you detailed overview of newly released Google Pixel 6a smartphone. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we have the Google Pixel 6a. This is the retail unit which we purchased from Flipkart. As you can see the box, we purchased the charcoal black color variant. The box is quite small obviously because there is no charger in the box. And if you talk about the SAR value of Pixel 6a, then here you can see it's 1.10 for head and 1.16 for body. Anything below 1.6 is good enough. And now let's take a look at the box contents. So soon you open the box, you have your device itself. Let's keep it aside. As always, we do get a Type-C to Type-A OTG cable. Then we have this Type-C to Type-C charging cable. Another box which have this SIM rejector tool, followed by some user manuals. On the box you can see it says powered by Google Tensor. So this is the wrapping what you get on the device itself, which give you few information like you have the fingerprint scanner on the screen, power buttons and volume buttons. So this is our phone, which is Google Pixel 6a. And guys, before moving ahead, let's keep a like target of 500 likes on this video. We still have 83% of users who haven't subscribed to our channel. So if you guys find our videos helpful to you, do consider subscribing and also press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video. So first let's talk about the design and build quality. Google has refreshed the design with Pixel 6, Pixel 6 Pro last year. The same design language is borrowed here for Pixel 6a. In the back panel we can see trademark of Pixel dual tone finish. On the top side we see light matte tone above the camera module. Below the camera module you can see slight dark tone. Also there is a large camera module which is also designed to not get device wobble when we keep it on the surface. The Pixel 6a feels slightly compact in the world of Android smartphones that has huge displays. The in-hand feel is quite good because the weight is less at 178 grams only. The sides are made up of aluminium which are rounded and helps using smartphone for a longer duration instead of sharp flat edges like we have seen in Nothing Phone 1. The back panel is made up of plastic, especially this black variant. We can see a lot of smudges and it's basically a fingerprint magnet. The buttons are tactile and clicky and the power button placement is slightly unusual above the volume buttons. Overall, the fit and finish of the phone certainly gives a premium vibes. Moving to the display and multimedia, Pixel 6a comes with 6.1-inch 1080p OLED display with HDR support. The display is sharp and colors are very good. I did not find any kind of black crush issues or tinting issues. Though if you can see in the video, while recording the video using DSLR, you'll obviously see some grains on the screen. Though these aren't visible using naked eyes. But the refresh rate is only 60 Hz, which is definitely bothering me coming from an 120Hz smartphone. Even though the optimization of the software and Tensor helps the experience smoother, we definitely still miss the higher refresh rate and feels wanting for it always. Especially in this price range, I feel 90Hz could have been ideal. People mostly keeps Pixel smartphones for almost 3 years. So just imagine guys, if you're using Pixel 6a with 60Hz in 2024 or 2025. It's a very bizarre feeling. Apart from that, display is pretty bright and the HDR experience is also good with Netflix. There is a Gorilla Glass 3 protection in the front. Pixel 6a has this dual stereo speakers which actually sounded very loud with clarity and loudness. It definitely better than Nothing Phone 1 and OnePlus 9RT which I have used in this price range. Now let's also talk about the camera. So the camera setup on Pixel 6a is very familiar. The main camera is 12.2 megapixel Sony IMX363 sensor. This sensor Google has been repeating since Pixel 2 back in 2017. Which was 5 years ago. But it's a tried and tested sensor and Google has mastered it. Let's look at the outdoor samples from the main camera. The Google software processing with computational photography algorithm really does a magic here. Everything is so well exposed and the dynamic range is too good. It's typical contrast looks of pixels with closer to accurate colors. Coming to human subject, the skin tone and everything is so natural, it's as close as in real life scenarios. The details in the facial tone, everything is great. Portrait also looks really good but the edges are little sharper and bokeh feels not natural. It's obvious here because Pixel doesn't have a telephoto camera to make natural bokeh. Even though because of the software processing of Pixel, the output is too good. Overall, in the daylight, main camera performs really well, but in shadows we can see some noise. Also, I feel sharpness could be little bit better. Now let's compare main camera versus ultra wide. The ultra wide in Pixel 6a 12 megapixel sensor. We can see in these sample shots the field of view is not too wide when it is compared with the main camera, though it's wide enough but not too wide for taking more scenes in the picture. But the results are very satisfactory. The color science consistency between main camera and ultra wide has been maintained really well. We can see there is less distortion around the edges. It's also not soft as Nothing Phone 1 ultra wide camera. Talking about the night shots, here I feel the old sensor will show its age. Even the amazing software processing of Google cannot save this old sensor in low light and artificial lights. Google Nightscape definitely helps here and elevates the scene and make it more bright than required. But it definitely doesn't have enough of details according to 2022 standards. Mostly it produces soft and noisy images. Here is just begging for a bigger lens and a sensor to capture more light and details. The competition has catched up. Many phones in this price range will produce better night shot because of the bigger sensor and the lens. When it comes to selfies, here everything is too good. The exposure, dynamic range, skin tones, everything is great. But it's an 8 megapixel sensor and it shows in the images even in daylight when we zoomed in. It's a bit soft. Overall, the camera in Pixel 6a are very good as expected, but we have to keep in mind the competition has been catched up pretty well. So it's just one of the best camera in this price range. Clearly not the standout best as before. When talking about the performance, the processor in Pixel 6a is exactly same as its elder siblings 6 and 6 Pro. It's a Google custom designed tensor chip which is manufactured by Samsung. Basically, it's Exynos 2100 tuned and customized by Google. With this chip, Google mainly focuses on software optimization, AI and other stuff instead of raw power. Don't get me wrong guys, it's actually a powerful chipset. Its performance can be compared to the likes of Qualcomm Snapdragon 870. This tensor chip can handle even heavy title games with second highest settings if not highest. When it comes to thermals, this processor feels warm and definitely gets heated up quickly, doing heavy tasking and longer usage of camera. And what we can say about the software in Pixel when it's pure stock Android, which is very clean with no bloatwares or any ads. This Google Pixel skin on the top of USP with Pixel specific features. As I said, it feels very refined with Android 12. Overall a great software experience, and we have also received a new OTA update. So this is the first update which brings some fixes to the critical bugs, though the update size was 51 MB. Don't expect any customization features in Pixel OS, but all the basic customizations like wallpaper theming are present here. I felt fingerprint placement is slightly high than my liking. It's also slightly slow to unlock. In my usage, I did not find it unlocking to an unregistered fingers as said by fellow YouTubers, which is a very good sign. Also, there is a Titan M2 chip for security encryption and password. Software support for Pixel is always too good with longer support and timely update. It's a similar case with Pixel 6a with 3 major Android version updates along with monthly security patches update up to 5 years. So Pixel 6a can be upgraded up to Android 15. The battery capacity on Pixel 6a is 4410 mAh, which actually lasts entire day with moderate usage with Google optimization. But there is only 18-watt charging support, which is very slow. Also, there is no wireless charging even though the bag is plastic. Considering the premium price point, Google is demanding they should have at least given wireless charging. Talking about connectivity, so Google hasn't skipped anything here. They have done almost all the basics right. All the sensors are present. It has 19 5G band, latest Wi-Fi 6E, dual 4G VoLTE, Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi calling and NFC. It also has USB 3.1, which is very good. Though whenever we make a call, we do hear a bit weird sound from the top speaker. So let me show you that. And this I have never seen on any other device. So this was that sound which is completely weird and I've never heard. Along with that weird sound, I've also noticed network drop sometimes on this Pixel 6a. Other than these two things, there are no issues with the audio quality. Audio quality seems to be good enough with the earpiece and speaker too. And now let's talk about the conclusion. Overall, Pixel 6a is a pretty good device, but the asking is little high on the premium side at 43,000 rupees. But I don't know why many YouTubers and tech people defend especially Pixel and iPhone too much. We have always heard from them, it's a Pixel, it's an iPhone. So what guys? We have to clearly point out the negatives of it instead of saying the customers to be compromised, especially if they are spending 43,000 premium amount for this. So on this aspect, I would say Pixel 6a is definitely a great phone, but not an instant recommendation. Definitely 60Hz display and no wireless charging is bothering me. Also keep in mind there is zero customer and service support for Pixel in India. So I personally would suggest you guys to wait for another 3-4 months and buy according to the long-term reviews. The price may also drop at that time. If you don't care any of these things and belong to a niche audience, then you can definitely consider the Pixel 6a and experience the vibes. So guys, this was the quick unboxing and my initial impressions on Pixel 6a. I hope you guys gonna like the video. If you like the video, then do give me a thumbs up. And also if you're new to our channel, then do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.